Man, this game was crazy. I mean, at half, I thought the Nuggets for sure had the game, but the Timberwolves came back down 20. This game was an intense battle, with the Nuggets leading as much as 20 points. By halftime, Denver was up 15, and that's a lead that has never been blown in a Game 7 before, with the most being an 11-point blown lead. However, the Timberwolves staged an incredible comeback in the second half, showcasing resilience and determination. And I know I said the Timberwolves were going to win, but honestly, it felt like the Nuggets were inevitable to go to the finals this year. And I don't think anybody would have expected the Timberwolves before the season, as an 8 seed last season, to go all the way to the Western Conference Finals this season, and likely win this next series. Now let's talk about some players and their performances. Now, if you just looked at the box score, you'd see Jaden McDaniels led the scoring for Minnesota. You saw that Jokic and Murray had 34 and 35. So that would make you think that the Nuggets would win this game. That was just not the case. The Nuggets role players failed to step up. They could not hit shots at all. But let's talk about Anthony Edwards. Despite struggling with the shooting, which he shot 6 of 24 from the field, only putting up 16 points, Edwards contributed in other ways. He grabbed 8 rebounds, dished out 7 assists, had 2 steals, played stellar defense. But all of that wasn't as important as his timely buckets in the third quarter. This built momentum, and while he only made 6 shots out of his 24, he was big out on the floor, and you could see it in how he impacted his teammates. Now, a person that had a good game was Karl-Anthony Towns. He had a standout performance with 23 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists, with 2 steals and a block on 57% shooting. The biggest thing for him is he played great defense on Nikola Jokic, particularly when Rudy Gobert fouled out late in the game. And the guy that stepped up the most was Jaden McDaniels. He stepped up with 23 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals, and a block on 70% shooting, including 3 of 4 from the three-point line. His offensive contributions were very vital for the Timberwolves' success, and frankly, his 23 points were a very quiet 23 points, but it helped the Timberwolves so much. Now, Jaden McDaniels has back-to-back 20-point games, so maybe he can keep this going into the Western Conference Finals. Now, player I did not like on the Timberwolves was Rudy Gobert. He is a DPOY, and he won it 4 other times, but he just doesn't seem like one. Honestly, he felt like a defensive liability at times. Nikola Jokic would just push him around, and Kat and Naz Reid guarded Jokic so much better. I don't know why Rudy Gobert was on Nikola Jokic. Now let's talk about some Denver performances. Jamal Murray had 35 points, but it honestly came mostly in the first half. He had 24 points in the first half, and he was hitting everything, and that was a reason why the Nuggets were up so much to the Timberwolves. Although in quarters 3 and 4, he kind of fell off. In quarter 3, he had 5 points off 2 of 7 shooting, and in quarter 4, he had 6 points. I think Murray's inability to step up kind of hurt the Nuggets and maybe was the reason they lost. Now, the other person I'd like to talk about is Nikola Jokic. I mean, you look at the stat line and see 34 points, 19 rebounds, 7 assists. And you think that was an insane game. He really went off, gave it his all. But honestly, I think this wasn't his best performance. Keep in mind, he played 46 minutes this game, which is not minutes that Jokic should be playing. He is not athletic enough to be playing 46 minutes. I think a lot of these minutes, he was very tired. I think it would have been way more valuable to rest him on the bench and have him play his best minutes out there. In quarter 1, he did alright with 6 points, and the other quarters were kind of around there with 7 and 10 points. But fourth quarter, he did step up. He had 14 points in the fourth quarter. He shot 50% from the field. And compared to his other quarters, he more relied on scoring rather than dishing out assists or getting rebounds. Other than those 2 players, it got really bad. I mean, the third most points on the team was Mike Porter Jr. with 7 points off 25% shooting. Jokic and Murray made up 69 of the 90 points that the Nuggets scored. That just doesn't contribute to success in the NBA. Now let's talk about the team effort. Minnesota's win was a collective effort. Mike Conley finally won a Game 7, and players like Naz Reid added 11 points off the bench, and they were instrumental. I mean, looking down this box score, you can see that Minnesota had a way better balanced approach than Denver. There wasn't 2 scores that just took over the game. Minnesota was well balanced. Now, what can we expect out of them looking ahead? Timberwolves' victory advances them to the Western Conference Finals, playing against the Dallas Mavericks. This was an unexpected matchup, as I thought it would maybe be Nuggets and Thunder, but this should be very exciting. Minnesota's defense, which stifled the Nuggets, will be key against a Mavericks star like Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Timberwolves role players will need to continue stepping up to support their stars, and I believe that they can come out with this win, potentially winning 6. And the Nuggets' disappointment. Well, after the Nuggets loss, we are guaranteed to see a new NBA champion that we have not seen in a long time. And I think that's really good for the NBA. For the Nuggets, this loss was a significant disappointment. Despite a stellar performance from Jokic and Jamal Murray, Denver's supporting cast just didn't deliver. All of their role players, especially Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, struggled. I mean, if you look at Aaron Gordon, he had 4 points in 42 minutes. That is horrible. Overall, I think most NBA fans like myself are happy that the Timberwolves advanced. Their remarkable comeback and team effort propelled them into the conference finals for the first time in about 20 years. This season has been full of surprises, and Minnesota's success is a testament to their resilience and depth. Now, if you did enjoy this video, a like and subscribe would mean a bunch. Also, comment what you like. I appreciate the support on the last video. I mean, right now, it's sitting at 1,200 views, and that's insane. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and see you next time.